Nigeria Police Force confirms rescue of 20 medical students in Otukpo, Benue State. Nigeria Hydrological Services Agency issues warning on rising water levels of River Niger. And federal government to meet with ASU regarding strike notice by union on Monday. Hello and welcome to the news desk at 3 on Nta News24. We are live in Abuja. I am Dennis Adegunloye. The Nasarawa State Police Command has arrested a woman with anti-aircraft ammunition. According to the command's public relations officer, DSP Ranham Nansel, police operatives attached to Kefi Division acting on credible intelligence intercepted her alongside a 2-year-old child. Consequently, 124 rounds of anti-aircraft ammunition concealed in a gallon of palm oil, a mobile phone, and the sum of 78,500 naira cash were recovered from her. Preliminary investigations revealed that the suspect received supply of the ammunition at Rafinsanyi village in Doma, local government area of the state, and was on her way to Katsina State before being intercepted. In the meantime, the Commissioner of Police, Umar Shehu Nadada, has directed that the case be transferred to the Force Intelligence Department, Force Headquarters, Abuja, for further investigation. Meanwhile, the Nigeria Police Force has confirmed the release of 20 medical students and others who were kidnapped barely 1 week ago in Otukpo, Benue State, while en route to the annual convention of the Federation of Catholic Medical and Dental Students in Enugu State. A statement by the force indicates that no ransom was paid to secure their release, but they were rescued tactically and professionally. The force thanked the security agencies, the locals and Office of the National Security Advisor for their commitment and resilience in the rescue of the students. The enormous benefits of good governance are for the healthy and well-being of Nigerians, and to this end the Abia State government has come up with some health interventions to keep citizens fit and healthy. Ikechukwu Ndukwe tells us more of some of these interventions.
The Abia State government had announced that it is embarking on rehabilitation and equipping primary health centers, including tertiary health facilities in this state, to adequately safeguard the health of residents.
We are interested in preventing diseases, managing them appropriately after diagnosing early.
In addition to funding and rehabilitation of health facilities in the state, free antenatal and consultation for pregnant mothers in their first experience, free screening for types of hepatitis, and free consultation for all pregnant mothers in the state are going side by side.
Awareness, creation, and screening for hepatitis B. We cannot say any more than expressing how grateful we are for this lauded program. That this knowledge that prevention is better than cure.
Those that are negative, we refer them to our immunization clinic to get the vaccines. Then those that are, we've only seen one positive case, who is going to see our consultant and start his antiviral medications.
A visit to the Abia State University Teaching Hospital, Aba, reveals full compliance with the policy. The Chief Medical Director of ABSUT says it is heartbroken that women in the state are still patronizing quacks despite enormous investment of the state government in the health sector. This is one of the primary health centers here in Abia State. If you look at this place properly, you will find out that it is in a sorry state. This is one of the health facilities that is begging for attention
of the state government. From Aba, Ikechukwu, NTA News.
The Nigeria Hydrological Services Agency has issued an urgent warning regarding rising water levels of the River Niger. The statement attributes the development to upstream activities in Niger and Mali. Director General of NISA, Umar Mohammed, explains that floodwaters from these countries are gradually moving towards Nigeria and that the agency will continue to monitor the situation closely and provide regular updates to the public. Representatives of the federal government, led by Minister of Education, Professor Tahir Maman, will on Monday meet with officials of the Academic Staff Union of Universities and other relevant stakeholders to iron out issues of interest to all parties, particularly the strike notice by the union. The minister, while briefing journalists in Abuja, said this is part of measures to prioritize the welfare of teachers and students.
Let's be clear on what ASU has done. ASU has not declared a strike. Please, let us understand the language of ASU. ASU, they are very legalistic. They follow the law to its core. What ASU has done so far is to declare a trade dispute with the government and give the government 20 days. We've been busy since we got that, submission from them, and hopefully we are positive that it will reach the stage that they will go on strike.
ASU a few days ago issued a 21-day notice of strike to the federal government over some unresolved issues. Minister of Youth Development Jamila Ibrahim has reiterated the commitment of the federal government to ensuring that Nigerian youths are meaningfully engaged to contribute to economic growth. She stated this at the closing ceremony of a workshop on how to write a bankable business plan for youth entrepreneurs held at the National Youth Development Center, Osun State. Femi Afariogu has the report.
A workshop on how to generate, design and write a bankable business plan for youth entrepreneurs from the southern part of Nigeria was part of the federal government's ongoing effort to address youth unemployment and foster entrepreneurship. Presiding over the closing ceremony was the Minister of Youth Development, Jamila Ibrahim, represented by Director of Enterprise Development and Promotion, Federal Ministry of Youth Development, Olubenga Momo, as she emphasized the importance of equipping young Nigerians with tools necessary to transform their business ideas into viable ventures.
They should, when they go back, they should train others. They should be a trainers. They should train their colleagues, taught their parents at home that are doing business. They can equally tell them how to detect fraud, how to generate business, how to keep records.
160 youths from 17 states participated in intensive sessions focusing on critical aspects of business planning, market research, financial forecasting, and strategic planning.
And I have also learned many things when it comes to entrepreneurship. It is not only by starting a business. You have to have a smart aim and objective.
I'm going out as a new person, as a person who is able to prioritize his needs and wants in life.
Beyond the workshop, the Ministry of Youth Development promised to engage them in mentorship programs and access to funding opportunities. From Odeomo in Osun State, Femi Afariogun, NTA.
Another key area of interest for President Bola Tinubu is transforming Nigeria's education sector. This has been demonstrated with a series of reformative policies. 1 year after the pilots tasked with this job, Minister of Education Professor Tahir Maman and the Minister of State Education Dr. Tanko Yusuf Sununu say so far the fruits are gradually ripening and being enjoyed in some areas. Zenret Dimun reports.
Both ministers hit the ground running by carrying out thorough research into the needs, opportunities, challenges and way forward for the sector. This led to the creation of DOTS policy with focus on data generation, understanding the menace of out-of-school children, teachers training, skills acquisition and development. Access to education for all, teachers' welfare, judicious use of funds and infrastructural development are issues currently being handled, as the minister highlighted the provision of 40,401 infrastructural facilities to schools at various levels and 6,510 to tertiary institutions across the country.
Also developed the National Teacher Education Policy to integrate skills acquisition and development in all courses. Guidelines have been developed for the implementation. We have actually introduced dual mode education for teachers. Now, College of Education in Nigeria can now run courses in NC and degree in teachers education at the same time. This is one of the most important transformative policies this government is delivering to this country.
Other notable achievements include the upgrade of curricula to accommodate skills and allow open distance learning options, while also working on addressing issues of internal and external security and safety issues in schools, especially bullying and violence among students.
We have considered the possibility of working with professional bodies to inspect and check facilities of schools across the country. Structures that house learners have to be safe for them.
The minister and myself believe in collegial system where each person is assigned responsibility and is given close monitoring to ensure that we achieve the mandate of Mr. President.
Going forward, the ministry intends to intensify efforts towards integrating 3.5 million Almajiri and out-of-school children into formal schools, ensure smooth take-up of various new tertiary institutions across the country, among others. In Abuja, Zenred Dingmun, Nta News.
In other news, leaders from the southeast and other parts of the country have converged on Abuja to honor the premier of the Eastern Nigeria region, late Dr. Michael Okpara, for his visionary leadership and contributions to agriculture and industrial growth in the region. Leaders in their presentations described late Dr. Okpara as a pragmatic leader, strategic in thinking and actions, as well as selfless in his service to God and humanity. They urged leaders at different levels to imbibe the spirit and exemplary life of late Dr. Michael Okpara.
Dr. Okpara's vision to make agriculture one of the mainstay of the economy of Eastern Nigeria, Eastern region, galvanized the people into agriculture. And this had a huge impact on agricultural investment, revenue generation, and employment creation.
His rendering of honest and dedicated service without soiling his hands in corruption is an enduring lesson that those of us currently in public office should emulate. Public office holders should live within their legitimate means. I stand here to tell you that no public servant who lives within his statutory income will ever be hungry in life.
He came, he saw, he conquered. He engraved his name on the soil of time, and he cultivated the soil to sustain the souls of mankind. He became the icon of good governance, an idol of development ideals. He was visionary in perception and pragmatic in action.
Dr. Ali Soti has continued to demonstrate the zeal and commitment to reenact the M.I. Okpara model through our agricultural transformation agenda by rolling out programs and policies that will engender sustainable growth and development in this sector.
He encouraged many people to go into farming, thus bringing down the cost of foodstuff at that time. Sir Marcus Okpara legacies are too numerous to mention, but I urge you to hold firm to those legacies for the progress of the country in general.
I will never accept from anybody that we cannot be one of the fastest growing economies. Okpara did it, so we can do it today. The time is ripe for us to do it. We want to walk. Our people want to walk. And we have capable people. We have capable governors.
We'll take a short break now. More reports when we return.
From the creeks of the Niger Delta to the breathtaking scenery of the plateau, in noonday and nighttime, we set out to bring to you captivating stories that evoke your emotions. For fascinating documentaries and reports on day-to-day issues with expert analysis, tune in to Nta News24, DSTV channel 419, GoTV channel 26, StarTimes channel 101 and 433, and Free TV channel 703.
Welcome back. In line with the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Tinubu, a town hall meeting has been held in Makurdi, Benue State to enlighten the people on the policies of the present administration as well as feedback mechanisms on areas that need urgent attention. Blessing Omeche Ibute reports that the exercise is spearheaded by the Office of the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Community Engagement.
Geared towards bridging the gap between government and the people so as to foster development. It had in attendance traditional rulers, religious groups, students' union, political groups, amongst others. Senior Special Assistant to the President on Community Engagement, North Central, Abiodun Esiet, underscores the importance of the gathering, saying, the current administration is determined to advance development in the grassroots. She adds that President Bola Tinubu is committed to integrating diverse perspectives towards decision-making process.
This assembly is designed to bridge the gap, bringing together a diverse group of people from all walks of life. Together, we will discuss, deliberate, and develop solutions to the challenges we face as community.
Other guests described the initiative as timely, saying it will drive the process of better life for the common man.
The government of Reverend Father Dr. Hyacinth Alia came in based on citizens' engagement, and he is determined to provide the dividends of democracy to the citizens of Benue.
What the president is doing is basically engaging the citizens in a democracy. This is what you call open governance conversation, where the citizens have the right to participate directly on what the government is doing.
The event marks the official launch of the Citizens Assembly in Makurdi, which will provide opportunity for engagement, dialogue, collaboration, and peaceful resolution. In Makurdi, Blessing Omeche Ibute, Nta.
A team of experts from the Federal Ministry of Aviation has ended its two-day inspection tour of the Mambila airstrip with a view to revamping it for the benefit of the country. Ado Adamu also reports.
The renewed hope mantra of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is working round the clock with a view to meeting the yearning and aspiration of Nigerians in all spheres of life. Taraba State is also getting the fair attention needed to develop some strategic infrastructure that will put the state in the National Developmental Master Plan of the federal government. This necessitated a visit of a team of experts to assess the state of the federal facilities strategically located on the Mambila Plateau. The visit, which is a follow-up of the abandoned Mambila Air, promoters of air services since 1980s, enjoyed the support of Taraba State government and host communities who expressed willingness to contribute toward revamping the air services in the state.
The last time we came, there was no support from the state government because we need the state government too. But this time around, we really thank them because they really gave us 100% support, so we appreciate that. And I think with them coming in now and with the federal government, I think by the grace of God, it will be achieved.
The project has a lot of benefit and opportunity to the community because it's a project that will empower the communities.
The team has since departed back to Abuja for upward submission of their findings. in Jalingo. Ado Ademwalso, NTA News.
Nigeria is putting the necessary legal framework in place to stop the exportation of timber to protect its forests and wetlands. Minister of Environment Balarabe Abbas Lawal gave the hints when he received the Forestry Association of Nigeria in Abuja. Charles Alpha reports.
Only 3.7% of forest cover, the minister said, is left in Nigeria as against the 25% required for any nation. Moved with the alarming rates of the ongoing logging and conversion of forest reserves in states for development, Balarabe Abbas expressed the fears that if no concrete measures are taken, even the few reserves left will disappear. He said government is fine-tuning plans to audit its forests to ascertain its true condition, while also putting necessary mechanisms in place to set up an environmental crime tribunal to try cases of illegal logging, poaching, as well as other environmental crimes. He tasked the Forestry Association of Nigeria to come up with plans that can help President Tinubu's greening initiatives.
We are also thinking of temporarily banning export of trees from Nigeria very soon. And that, I think, is because we are trying to see and assess ourselves. I say we must take an audit of all the trees that we have across the entire states.
The present pronouncement on the Green Project Initiative is a laudable program, and whatever the association can do for them to promote more trees to be planted in Nigeria, in the state, we need to do it.
The minister also received in audience women in energy, oil and gas who came seeking ways to collaborate in the decarbonization drive of the federal government by ending energy poverty, pollution and promoting clean cooking initiatives as it affects women. Charles Alpha, NTA News.
Nigeria's under-20 Falconets handler Christopher Danjuma up a beat ahead of under-20 Women's World Cup, and former undisputed heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua wants to be world heavyweight champion once more. Let's join our sports desk for details.
Chris Danjuma has revealed the Falconets' main target ahead of the 2024 FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup in Colombia is to win their first title, this time after coming close twice in the past. The Falconets were finalists in 2010 and 2014. Danjuma stated that his side have what it takes to return home with the title after the conclusion of hostilities in Colombia. Nigeria will play in Group D alongside Germany, Venezuela and South Korea. The Falconets will face South Korea in their first game in Bogota on September 1st. In boxing, Anthony Joshua has set his sights on becoming undisputed heavyweight champion, according to Barry Hearn. The Watford powerhouse faces Daniel Dubois for the IBF heavyweight title on September 21st, while Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk duke it out for the other three major sanctioning body world titles, WBC, WBA and WBO, on December 21st. Providing he beats Triple D, a fight against the winner of Usyk vs Fury 2 for all the marbles is expected to come next. Boxing fans will be hoping Fury can avenge a split decision defeat to Usyk and set up the longer-awaited domestic showdown between him and AJ.
That concludes the news desk at 3 on NTA News 24. Thanks for watching. I am Dennis Digunlui.